Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a pretty small trash pile to go through. I'm super excited to be able to report out on some products that I haven't been able to put in a trash talk for quite some time. So we'll go ahead and start with the makeup items that I've got. The first thing that I have is my e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. This is old school packaging. Even on the website, they don't offer the small container of this in this black packaging anymore, but I was at my CVS and I'm getting to a point in some aspects of my collection where I don't have backups, and I considered for a second going to the e.l.f. website and purchasing 4 or 5 of the bigger jumbo sizes, and then I thought to myself, that is not something I want to do. I don't want to have these 5 backups when I can only use 1 at a time. Granted, I do feel like there is a markup on all e.l.f. products at my local CVS and my Target stores, / I don't always find consistent stock, so I may end up being pushed to make one bigger order for a number of them. Because even though I don't love the idea of purchasing 4 or 5 of these at a time, I also don't love the idea of purchasing one and then buying a number of other makeup products that I really don't need. At least I can get use out of these. But long story short, this small container I went through super quick. I definitely would recommend getting the jumbo size. It's a much better value and I don't go through it as fast as I go through this. But again, if you don't know, I'll say it again. I spray my brushes every single day when I'm done doing my makeup, and I quickly wipe them on basically a washcloth just to sort of get the color off and give them a little bit of a cleanse, and then I do wash them once a week with some kind of soap. This is great. I love it. We'll definitely keep buying it. I also have a mascara. This is my Milani, the Violet One Lash Primer. This I like better than the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer, but I'm kind of at a point where I do like them both, so I'll just end up buying whatever one is on sale or I have the best coupon for. But basically how the bristles on this wand are laid out are you have a longer side of bristles, as you can see here, and then the other side of the wand is a much shorter bristles. And what I like about this is the shorter side does a really good job applying the primer, and then the longer bristles give you the ability to space out that primer. This is really nice. I find that, I don't know if it's because it's purple, if that makes that big of a difference, but I do notice that I don't have to wait as long before I apply my black mascara over it, and I don't see the color of this through my black mascara as frequently as I would see it with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I do have 2 of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in my collection already, so I will go through both of those before I purchase this, but if they were both the same price, the same deal going on would make them the same price, I would pick this one over the L'Oreal one, but the L'Oreal one isn't bad by any means. So very happy to have discovered this. Then I have another eyeliner. I'm surprised by how quickly I am demolishing these. I just think that I, 1, bought a bunch all at once and was really using them for a while, so they all kind of died out at the same time, and 2, they're definitely older, so they probably didn't have a long life left. But this is the Wet n Wild Skinny Tip Eyeliner. This is the Mega Slim Skinny Tip Eyeliner in black. The tip looks like this. She is tiny. I got this because this one is cheaper than the version that NYX sells, which is the Hella Fine Tip Eyeliner. I think this one works just as well. So again, if I was going to purchase another one of these, I probably would go with whichever one is cheaper. I have one hair item. It's the Detox Clear Invisible Dry Shampoo from Drybar. It's in the Blanc scent. Don't know what that means. This I feel like I went through really fast. I don't use dry shampoo very consistently. I essentially will only spray it in the crown of my hair when I feel like my hair is feeling a little bit dirty, and I shampoo my hair pretty frequently because I go to the gym. I work out 6 days out of every week. I shower every day, but I wash my hair every other day. But sometimes I will push it and I'll wash my hair every 2 days. And when I do push that, it tends to be when I bring in dry shampoo. So I could have a dry shampoo for a really long time, and I don't tend to buy them because I typically always seem to have acquired one of these. But this one I feel like I went through really quickly for how infrequently I used it. So I feel like if you're somebody who does religiously use dry shampoo, this would not be a good bang for your buck because you probably would whip through it. But it did work. It did definitely feel like that instantaneous, my hair feels cleaner, my scalp is less itchy because of that. And so I would recommend it for that, but I just think you would go through it really fast. I have my wonderful vitamins. These are the Ollie, the Perfect Women's Multivitamins, 90 gummies, so it's a 45-day supply. These are great. Again, I think that they taste good. I think that they work for me, and I'm happy with them, so I will keep taking them and buying them. I have a couple of non-Bath & Body Works candles. I feel like it's rare for me these days to have non-Bath & Body Works candles, but I have this Village candle in the scent Apple Pumpkin. It's technically Apple Pumpkin and Clove. This was a 2-wick. It burned all the way down, which I was impressed by, and it actually had more throw than I thought it would. I was really surprised by that. I don't think super highly of Village candle because the ones that I had before that I think were 3 wicks just tunneled and like didn't do very well. But again, I got this as like a Yankee Swap gift, so it worked. The scent was fine. It's like a generic fall apple scent. Nothing that I would seek out and purchase again, but I at least was happy that I was able to get a lot of use out of it, and I did have decent scent throw. I also have this Living Colors candles, vanilla sea salt, heavily fragranced, it says. I sincerely don't know where this came from. I don't have any memory of purchasing it, and I don't remember like anyone giving it to me, but it was definitely a sooty burning candle. It burned all the way down, but it didn't really have a ton of scent throw, and it kind of just had a very generic vanilla. There was really no sea salt in here. This, again, is nothing that I would write home about and definitely wouldn't purchase. Not that I don't think I purchased this in the first place, but either way, nothing noteworthy. If you see it on the shelves, just keep walking. 2 wax melts. I have the Up North Creations Love Spell. So this is probably one of the best performing Up North Creations wax melts that I've had from them. It had really decent scent performance. It lasted for a pretty long time, and it is dead on to the Victoria's Secret body lotion Love Spell. It brings me back to my like early high school days. I feel like every girl goes through this like Victoria's Secret body care phase. Maybe it's gone away now that pink is such a big thing and now every girl goes through like a pink body care phase. But let me tell you, it was magical. At first, it was really magical. Oh man, by the time I got to the end of it, I was super sick of the scent. This was a scent that I would just bottle after bottle. I would keep it in my backpack and I would like apply it all over my arms multiple times a day. And I can't believe I walked around smelling that intensely. This is a very intense scent, and it was, again, very true to the actual body care. So I did enjoy like going back. And if you are looking for this type of scent and you're looking for good scent performance, I would recommend it. I probably won't buy it again just because I don't love Up North Creations, and I also don't need any more of this scent. I definitely got my nostalgic fix out of it. I also have this from Project Cookie Soap. It's the Crushin' Wax Tart. I really liked this scent. I don't know what it is about it that I like in here. I don't know exactly what the scent notes are. I don't love their wax tarts. The soy wax is really hard to break up. It's so soft, it like squishes when you're trying to break it out. You can't like pop the whole wax tart out to then cut it up even. It's very, very finicky. So I definitely won't buy any more of their wax that comes in this format. To me, their wax really is scoopable. That's the best way to get it and use it. I don't think it works in this packaging, but the cubes itself had really nice scent throw, really nice scent performance. These 4 cubes lasted me nearly like a week and a half's worth of, melting. So I was really pleased with that. Like I do enjoy their wax performance. It's just way too soft to put in these tart containers. I have the last round of my Summer's Eve Aloe Love cleansing cloths. These are like the travel individually packaged ones. I think this is super unnecessary. I don't know how I acquired these. I don't remember like purchasing this box. I'm not sure. I must have couponed it because I don't know why else I would have purchased them. But the regular packs are great. I do like the cleansing cloths. I use them pretty frequently. I'm just a big proponent of Summer's Eve. I like a lot of the products that they have. I would definitely purchase wipes, just not the individually wrapped ones. I also have these Swisper Cosmetic 3-in-1 Combo Pack Applicator Swabs. I was really intrigued by this when I first saw it on the shelf. It has 340 cotton, like Swispers in here, swabs, whatever you want to call them. And essentially they were in these 3 different plastic containers encased in here. And I kept 2 of the swabs to show you guys. So the first one that they have is basically like the Swisspers version of the Q-tip, like beauty Q-tips, which have the two pointed ends. I did like these. I think these were really nice. They worked really well. Like, they do the job. The next pack that they had, again, I've had this type before, which has like the paddle on one side and the pointed tip on the other. I don't like these as much because I just prefer more of a pointed tip to clean up a little bit better. And as a reminder, I use beauty Q-tips. I essentially dunk them into like micellar or makeup remover, and I clean up under my under eyes. I sharpen like the line of my eyeshadow if I want. I have a lot of uses for how I clean these up. So both of these I did get use out of and they were fine, but I do prefer this. The last ones that they came with were just like regular cotton swab, the rounded drumstick sides, but they were black. And this is gonna sound so bizarre. I didn't bat an eye at that, but I have to say, and this is kind of a little bit of a TMI moment, it's so unsatisfying taking out a cotton swab and not getting the reassurance that you actually swabbed anything. Because it was a black color, like the cotton itself is black, you can't see any like earwax, which again, I know is probably really gross, but I also had no idea if they were actually working. I'm sure that they were, but it's like this weird moment where you realize that you do look for the reassurance of the cotton swab. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, but for that reason, I wouldn't get these again, because one, I really only liked truthfully one style of a cotton swab in here, and I don't think I needed all three. So I think if I was ever in a pinch and couldn't find like just the straight up beauty Q-tips, I would get these, but aside from that, no, don't need them in my life. Then I have this post makeup recovery spray from Skindinavia. This was at like the tail end of Victoria buys things blindly that she hears about on YouTube phase. So essentially this was supposed to be a zinc infused mist that rapidly replenishes lost nutrients and moisture immediately after removing makeup. It's a highly purified witch hazel and gently exfoliates, which helps prevent clogged pores that can lead to breakouts. This is basically a spray toner, and I really don't think I'm a person whose skin responds overly well to witch hazel or toner in general. And I'm not 100% confident that witch hazel doesn't break my skin out. I use this whole thing and I have like a couple of weird spots on my face. I don't think you can probably see it with my ring light and my foundation on, where I have some pimples, and it's really not bad. It's quite minimal. I'm not really complaining. I'm just more pointing this out. But I can't tell, because I've been trying a number of things with skincare, that I can't tell if it was this. I mean, this has been gone now for like a week and a half to 2 weeks, and I still have some of those spots on my face, so maybe this wasn't actually causing it, but I just don't think it was doing anything for my skin, so no, I'm not gonna buy this again. Then I have this Sephora Ultra Glow Serum. This is from like their new, I think, Clean Beauty skincare line, or like the little piggy bank icon. I think it's like good value for your money that they're trying to advertise. I'm not sure. But what I will tell you is I really don't like serums that are in squeezy bottles like this. I think serums need to be in a pump, because I would squeeze this out and I would either get too much serum or not get enough serum. Like, it was very hard to get the right proportion of serum onto your hands. And I also felt like I found myself shaking it a lot more to feel like I was mixing it up. I don't know. The sample packaging didn't inspire me to want to get the full size. I also don't think I need a hydrating serum. That's really not my thing. I have to be very careful with my skin. It is, I would say my skin is very normal, but it can err on the oily side, and it can tend to break out if I over moisturize and apply too many hydrating products to my face. So I don't think this is for my skin type. I don't like the packaging. I wouldn't get it. I also have a bar soap. This is the Ginger Dead bar soap from Fortune Cookie Soap. It was, if you recall from my Halloween box, a little like gingerbread outline, but he had a skeleton. Really cute, really cute. I find with Fortune Cookie Soap bar soaps, however, that I go through them really fast. I don't know if it's because I'm pretty sure they are glycerin based. I could be wrong there, but it gets really emollient and they break down a lot quicker than other like I don't know, like a Dove bar of soap. I feel like Dove bars of soap take forever to get through. They're not as emollient. They lather up, but they don't sort of melt away. Their bar soaps, Fortune Cookie soap, melt away a lot quicker. So I was surprised by how fast I went through it. It's not a problem. I do have another one. I don't think the scent in the end I really love, so I'm kind of okay that it's going by quickly, but I don't know if I'd want to buy their bar soaps because I would go through them so very fast. New category of my trash talk that I am really excited about, and that is sheet masks. I'm officially done with all of the hydrating like bottles and tubs of masks in my collection. So I'm officially turning my attention to all of like the moisturizing or hydrating sheet masks that I currently have. And once I'm done with the hose, and once I'm done with like my potted and bottled treatment masks, I will then start to use those types of sheet masks. So I have 2 under eye patches and then 2 actual sheet masks to share with you guys. The first off, the Sephora under eye patches. I would never buy these. I, a few years ago, purchased, it was called the Holy Sheet Set, which, what a great name. And it had basically a really great variety of all the types of masks Sephora sells, and they had a bunch of eye masks in there. So I'm using them, but I don't think they're that great. I have the tonifying and detoxifying and the anti-aging and smoothing. This one's algae, this one's orchid. They're fine, they feel nice. I don't think they're doing anything that great. And the patches themselves are like this awkward shape where I can't seem to quite like get them fully around my eye. Like my eyes are too oval, too like wide. I'm not sure, but they're a little bit weird to put on. Again, they're doing the job. I'm trying to use these Sephora ones first because I was actually looking at the days of some of my masks, and some of them are like 3 years old, which is definitely past their expiration. I know that there are like thoughts on that you shouldn't use expired skincare products, but the reality is as long as they don't sting when I put them on and they don't cause me any problems afterwards, I'm gonna keep using them until I have those problems. So I've used these 2 up, happy with that. I did do some like random math, and I think if I do 2 of these types of masks a week, it will take me 4 months to get through my entire supply. That's a lot. We're gonna just pivot away from that topic. All right, I have these 2 from Dr. Jart. I have the Soothing Hydra Solution Deep Hydration Sheet Mask. This was nice. I don't think it's anything so amazing that it's worth the like high price tag that these are. Same thing goes with the Vital Hydra Solution Deep Hydration Sheet Mask. Maybe if I had dry skin, these would be more miracle working than they are, but no, they did the job. Nothing I would want to purchase again because these are on the pricier side of sheet masks. And then I do have 1 hand mask. This is the Suddenly Smooth Intensive Hand Treatment. I'm pretty sure I got this off of the Kiss website, and this wasn't, I think this was like $5, so maybe the same price as the Sephora ones. This wasn't great. I don't love the gloves. I don't love like how much liquid is left on your hands afterward. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And then I woke up the next morning and my hands felt a little bit dry, not as dry as before the hand mask, but it wasn't as combative as the Sephora ones are. I've just found the Sephora ones are the best for the price. I know that there's a drugstore variation, but for me, it's only like $1 cheaper, so I'd rather get the Sephora points and pay the extra buck. So this was nothing special. And then the last thing that I have are 4 impressed nails. Again, I've been very much focused on using up the boxes that are open. I'm getting very close to the end of that section of my Kiss nails or impressed nails, so I'll start to crack open fresh boxes. So the first ones that I have are called Shocking, and they are these like vibrant blue nails. They're matte, and they had like a stripe jeweled accent nail. I thought these were really pretty, held up really nicely. Then I have some more blue nails. These are called Bells and Whistles. These are more of like they're not quite metallic, but they're like a matte metallic hybrid, like a royal blue, navy blue color with a gold accent. Very much enjoyed these. Then I moved on to these gray nails. These are called Next Wave. I really love gray nails. And they had this fun, like, I consider this like almost like a type of plaid line pattern. I think they're really, really pretty. And the last ones that I have are the ones that are currently on my nails. These are called Head Hansha. Not sure there. These I love, but I would not buy again because the pattern is very difficult to pull off. I managed to find a set that were all the same like tip color, but they're technically supposed to be this like pale, like a paler tan and then like a more brown tan shading. And it's very hard to pull the pattern off consistently on your nails with the nail shape. It's just not ideal. So I really wish that they would come out with either color version of these, but just one box of those. That would be phenomenal. But if that doesn't happen, I probably wouldn't get these again just because the pattern was really hard to accomplish and I couldn't do it with my nails. And I have pretty like basic nail shape. All right, guys, that is it for me and this trash talk. I do appreciate you stopping by and hearing some of my thoughts on these products. And as always, I will talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.